I want to
Yeah.
quickly before we move on. I want to talk about DEI a little bit and the diversity stuff because it's it's masked in this language, but all it is an assault on civil rights, and it's him throwing in with old Confederates basically. He wants to take any these programs are in place uh, to right wrongs that the country has committed egregiously for decades, and that,
Centuries.
yeah, that's why that's why they exist. But like, there's also a business case for diversity. I worked in HR and we talked about this a lot. Like, that companies do better when they are more diverse, which makes sense if you stop and think about it for 5 fucking seconds. The wider the pool of applicants that you draw from, the better the candidates. And you see this historically also. You can go through history anytime there's a golden age of any society. You know what they did in the golden age? They let people in, and they were inclusive. They welcomed strangers and foreigners and people of different religions to their capital cities, because they knew that all of this, flow of information was good for their society. And as soon as they stopped doing that, boom, everything fell apart. You can go through history and look at it. You know, the golden age of Islam back in the Middle Ages, when all this wonderful learning was happening, was this amazingly inclusive place. At the same time, Western Europe was dark age, stupid shit, killing each other for not believing in so and so God in the right way, or whatever the hell it is, and Inquisition level stuff. So this is where we're at. And the United States of America is about diversity. That's why we're a great country. It's immigration, but immigration means diversity. It means all these different cultures and societies. Remember, we were in New York. I stayed in Chinatown, in the hotel, because it was near where we did the event. And you walk around Chinatown, man, and it was incredible. There's people from all over the world there speaking all
Yeah.
these different languages. And it's not like I did this I walked through 10 blocks or something. And it was
Yeah.
all of this stuff that you see, but all of that is so important in building a society. And right now, I feel like in New York State, I want to be like, everybody come here. Everybody that's getting phased out
I
and
do
visible, come
too.
here.
Yeah.
And
I
that's what the
do
United
too.
States is to Europe and elsewhere. So you won't want these, bring them here. We'll
Yeah.
take everybody.
Yeah.
The tired, the poor, because the tired and the poor, once they get rested, will be wealthy, with ideas and with creativity and all this stuff. So
Oh, just
it,
think about if we everybody here, if we had to anyone had to run for their lives, right? Or trying to you're so desperate in where you actually are that you're willing to go to a foreign land
yeah,
to go and actually like, I'll clean toilets.
yeah,
Like, you're not gonna get citizens like that from within. Yeah, that's like, those are the people that have that energy, that's why we're the great land of entrepreneurism.
that's why.
No one else nowhere else is. It wasn't born out of that. That's why.
Yeah,
Because you're in that position, you'll do anything. You'll follow all the rules, learn the language, do the thing, blah, 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 let's go. Right? You got to make it work because you've just abandoned solid ground.